What's going on, world? You're listening to FRESHH Radio, where I bring you family, revolution, edutainment, spirituality, health, and hip-hop all in one show. And I'm your host, the young man, Nuke. And, this evening, blessed to have, my brother from another mother. Man, we, about 3 decades strong in this boy. He come down to not only put us on game on what's going on up there in the Midwest, but also, man, just to put us on some overall life game. This my partner, Brother Noah. Brother Noah, you out there?
Hey, peace, family. How you doing today?
Man, peace, man. How you doing, Brother Noah? Man, it's been a long minute since we done kicked it.
Yes, sir. All is well, man. Beautiful blessings. Been out here shining a light all day. It started raining, so but it's a beautiful day.
Yes, sir. Look, Brother Noah,
yes,
tell the people
family.
A little bit more about you and about what you be on.
Okay, most definitely. So now I've been working. This going on my 4th year, going hard in the community, building youth programming and building them black empowerment. So, I'm the creator and founder of Booker T. Washington Holiday, which I do 4 main events in my community. One is agriculture, so I do a community garden activity, starting the year off doing community development. And then I have an art and talent show, the only one in Washington County here in Southeast Michigan. So that's annual every year I do. And then I have a Black Empowerment Awards. I just created an awards show for, giving back to the brothers and sisters that's giving back to the community, something authentic, to let the people, it's kind of like a People Choice Award, but authentically, giving to the people to let them know, we appreciate y'all. And then I do a book signing and investments to the authors in the community and bring in national authors across the country to the community so they can be enlightened on some real knowledge.
Man, Brother Noah, you heavy moving and active, ain't you?
Yes, sir. So that's all just one package of one of the things I'm doing. One of the other things I'm doing is right now I just started a couple new businesses. So I'm doing crystal wire wrapping jewelry, and that's taking off. So I'm preparing to get me a couple websites started for my jewelry business, and I got the yoga with Brother Noah, which is a part of my curriculum I'm building with the health and economics. So that's also hand in hand with the garden, where I'm going to be teaching the community and the youth how to create their own health products and create different economics from gardening and different health ventures right now. So that's the movement of health economics. And so I'm touching in a lot of different areas right now economically, trying to build a different stream of income for the black people of America.
Man, you know what? And, man, before we go further, I just want to say, man, peace and blessings to you for just taking the time out of your life to put together these activities, awards, events, and things that we can do not only for ourselves but together. Man, this Black Empowerment Award, man, I just came from an award show not too long ago, man. It's real when you put together an award show, especially when you can celebrate those that are giving back to the community. So, man, more power and blessings to you. Man, you're doing so much, Brother Noah. You got the yoga, you got the jewelry, you say Booker T. Washington Holiday. Man, how did you get Booker T. his own holiday, man? Can you go into that a little bit more?
Yes, indeed. Coming back from Florida, now it's 2019. I started my photography career in 2009, 10 years ago. And I also started a mass study of who I am, re-educated myself on the things I was educated to. And it came to me becoming a historian a baby historian in the knowledge, meeting so many different great black people that we've never been taught about. And I was just inspired by that energy, and it ignited a lot of light inside of me to see how great we was as a people and still is as a people. And you won't see it unless you really get awakened to certain characteristics to explain what you're looking at. So, that's why they say you'll probably never see the truth if it's right in front of you if you're not educated, So, I went through a lot of levels of truth, unlayering truth, from all the deceit that we've been trained into, even from our parents, from our pastors, whatever the case may be. We have to go through the phase of re-educating ourselves. And so I went through that, without any guidelines to how I'm going to do it. And just up to today, from all that knowledge I'm reading, it ignited me to do some work. It ignited me to say, hey, I have a purpose, and I'm receiving all this energy and this knowledge that nobody else is receiving, so I obviously have to do some work that nobody else is doing.
I understand that. What is the significance of Booker T. Washington for those that don't know?
Yes, indeed. So Booker T. Washington, born a slave, and became our American greatest educator, and especially in the black community, building one of the first standing black colleges made and organized by a black man and group of black people. And he also became one of the biggest recruiters of black unity in the country. So when it came to black farmers, he created the Black Farmers Union or conference, the Black Farmers Conference, and he created the economics for black people on a big level, which created things like the Black Wall Street. And so building off of his legacy of energy of not just having a friendship and building with colleagues like George Washington Carver, but also, all the seeds that he put into the universe that's growing right now. That's the kind of light that I want to shine in the world. A lot of us think of him as a coon, as the program that they set for us to say, hey, this is a black man. He got his money from Rockefeller. He kind of was stepping on the progress of black people, but really he was a con man in the con game, and he got funds to empower black people without it being under the title of black empowerment. And so until today, those funds is empowering black people, and that's the kind of energy that I want to circulate in the universe. And one of the things that was rising up and this awakening, it wouldn't seem like it was just me getting the conscious spell. So everybody got to waking up on Marcus Garvey. And so when you start learning about Marcus Garvey, you learn that Marcus Garvey is who Marcus Garvey is because he wanted to be Booker T. Washington. You know what I'm saying? Booker T. Washington was talked about around the whole world. And his influence was talked about around the whole world when it came to education because his method worked, but his ideology didn't. He thought that us being good neighbors with them white men would make a big difference in the white men accepting us versus us, but he still thought that our education needed to be hands-on and not just in some book. He didn't believe us just to buy a house already made, but for us to have the education to make our own house. And so we were going to have to depend on the white man, even if the white man did accept us. So, he had a very powerful values as us growing as a black people, but socially he kind of was off on the mark. But he got a lot of things that he established that we should learn from today, not to be another Booker T. Washington, but so we can have some of the ideas that we can accomplish some of these things that was accomplished even with the level of resources they had 100 years ago. We can be 10 times more successful if we put the effort into it. But we have to first get the thought that it exists, that we can do it.
Okay. Okay, now I see you. I definitely do. Um, Booker T. Washington is, and not just in your case, but in many other cases and instances, Booker T. Washington is a springboard to what we can do as a race. I understand that. Or not what we can do, but what we can accomplish. So, with that being the case, there's one thing that you said. Booker T. Washington, he got together the farmers, the black farmers, and of course, agriculture and working with the land. That's something that I personally feel, in my personal strong opinion, I feel that black people don't work with the land like they should. But you got this community gardening thing that you got going on, brother Noah. Can you go into a little bit more about community gardening and agriculture for me?
Yes, indeed. Most definitely would love to. That's one of my greatest topics is growing our
Right.
own food and being in control of our own diet because that's one of the most important things we can control. Land is one thing, but what we have on that land is the most important thing. And so, and that's the most important thing that's on that land for us to have land is our own food source. And so that education of learning how to grow your own food, it will eliminate possibilities of having cancer, eliminate possibilities of these different drugs they putting in these foods. They dye the foods with different colors so they can be a certain color, so they can all be perfectly the same color. They put wax on apples. A lot of people don't get the right information on how to wash their fruits and vegetables. They inject them with different type of vaccines. So when you grow your own food, you know that none of those things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people say, oh, if you grow your own food, it's still unsafe because what about the soil? What about the water? What about this and that? Well, okay, let's say the water is contaminated or the air is contaminated. You're still 100 times more safer growing it yourself than somebody who's injecting it with a flu vaccine. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So all this crazy talk about, oh, you're going to catch cancer anyway, that's crazy talk. That's for people who don't have the education to see what's in front of them.
And let me interject on you one good time, just on that whole note that you're gonna catch it anyway. A lot of people don't even know that they being primed for a certain diet. Whether it be through media, through these ads that you see on TV, the mobile devices or whatever. I do a lot of reading online. I read a lot of articles and I'm privy to certain information. And one of the things, the one of the trends that I see going is lab created meat. And also under that
You
same
talking
breath,
about the hot dog.
man,
Different
dude, man,
versions of the hot dog. You know what I
it's
call that,
going
bro?
down.
I got an equation for you, and I know the listeners is gonna love this, and it's called, the doctor of medicine call it the Franken foods.
Okay.
Frankenstein meat plus foods is Franken foods. So you got
Mm,
this food with no life in it, but it's all of a sudden living in the community.
mm.
That's
Man,
what we
you know
call
what?
our.
Those chicken sandwiches, those Popeye chicken sandwiches, man. That's I don't care what nobody say. That's Franken food, dude. Ain't no way in
Oh
the
yeah,
world.
anything with flour is a Franken food. Flour, white cornstarch, bleached. That's all chemicals. Part of the recipe of that chicken, and pretty much all these different chickens that don't have a natural base flour. And so it ain't just it's your neighborhood chicken. It's even your chicken at home that you make your own stuff and you throw that poison on your chicken.
Mm.
And I don't eat meat, but I'm a cook and I'm a chef, and so it's my business to know meat.
Right. You know what a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. Man, I gotta get you back, cause man, I'm a stickler for nutrition. I won't say diet because my diet's off the chain right now. It really is. But I am a stickler for nutrition. And I gotta get you back on the show. We'll talk about that a little bit more. So you got this community garden, man. How'd you get into community gardening? Cause I've been I've been wanting to put a nonprofit together and get into some community gardening myself. Man, tell my audience a little bit about that.
Most definitely help out with that information. So it started off with, like I was saying, with the education. And so I started the health and economics homeschool curriculum course in my community. I figured out, to me, what was the most important things for black people in the black community to learn today. And I thought it was health and economics. So that's why health and economics was created. And so with this curriculum, I started building on programs and seeing, I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm getting all this knowledge, and I feel like I got to do something for my people. Everybody on Facebook is seeing the light that I have and sharing all their expressions of, what kind of person they seeing me. And I'm like, I ain't nobody in the community out here doing no community advocacy work or activist work for me to follow a guideline. So I just started, teaching health and economics. And it turned into, that was in the fall of 2016, and the spring of 2017, I had my first community garden off of that energy, and I started reaching out to the community centers. I was reaching out to the people that was already having community gardens when I found out that their space was taken up because it wasn't a real community garden. It was like everybody had a plot, and they was paying plot fees. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll try next year. And just off of that energy of me searching for it, it came to me. And so that's kind of power and manifestation. You kind of you wish what you want to the world out of your mouth, but you have to take your first steps to getting it. It's not like you're going to get something that you want without putting some type of work to it. So
what they say,
and that's something that the ancestors say in their stories too, like Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey. A lot of them tell you, I was praying and praying and praying, and wished for some change, but until I started doing some work with my prayers, that's what change came. So I hope that helped people out who do want to get involved with community gardens. Start looking up people in your community who's doing it, or look up community space that wouldn't mind you to borrow their space.
We're about to take off right now. Okay. You know what, man? We going in, and really and truly, they don't even know, ain't even scratched the surface. I want to talk about the yoga thing. My wife been trying to get me to get down and be flexible on some stretch Armstrong, and I got the body build of like a small little linebacker. I ain't did no stretches since we'll say Cheney Elementary, and leave it at that. So
okay.
But we ain't got really enough time to really get deep into the yoga. But tell the people out there listening, because I'm definitely going to repost and play this particular episode, because I really want the people to hear and touch on this one. Man, where can they get involved with you in yoga with Brother Noah?
Okay, so briefly about the yoga, you can hashtag yoga with Brother Noah, and my post will pop up on Facebook. I have also a Facebook page called Health and Economics. So if you do see a post that you see with the hashtag Yoga with Brother Noah, it might be through the page Health and Economics. And so that's something that y'all can follow on Facebook. That's something that's very, generally socially around the globe. And I also post a lot of my pictures and upcoming things on my Instagram, which is my photography company name, Star 6 Entertainment and Photography. So my Instagram is Star6ENT. STARSIXENT. So y'all can check out most of the things I post. And that's not just a specific page for the gardening or the yoga in my jewelry. It's everything. So I post my photography, which I'm learning now. I should have specific pages for the things that I'm doing so it can grab those specific people' interests. And so now I'm reassessing how I'm going out and delivering my image.
Right. I heard that, man. It's all about rebranding, man. If you don't rebrand, you're gonna stay stagnant. And I learned that in the entertainment industry for sure. Cause I took not even that I took, I was forced to take like a year and a half off. And when I took that year and a half off, it was like 10 years that went past. Everything changed.
Okay.
Everybody went digi. Nobody got CDs anymore. Everybody got this thing called iTunes. Like, dang, in a year and a half? What? Like, okay, so no, it's all about rebranding because things don't stay the same. And like you said, you got to make sure that people are gravitating to what they want to gravitate to, because everybody know we in a microwave society now these days. So if people don't get what they want right then and there, they feel some type of way. But it is what it is. Brother Noah, real quick, man, tell the people, man, what you got going on, what you got coming up, what you been through, what's going on for you in the future, sir.
Yes, sir. So right now I've been really humble, working a part-time job at Buffalo Wild Wings, so I do get my hands dirty. I do landscaping throughout the winter and the summer, and so I've been getting my grind on, doing a little photography. So right now I'm just building on my business, the photography, the jewelry, and building on my program for Booker T. Washington Holiday next year. It's going to be a whole weekend from April 3rd to April 5th. With all those 4 programmings I have, I'm probably going to do 2 additional events and workshops for the community. So I'm planning on having my first national event and my second festival. So that's going to be what I'm trying to have as a stepping stool for building my program for Book Day nationally. So even if nobody else want to grab the torch of Booker T. Washington Holiday in their community, I can do a tour. And it also has the possibility to create its own industry. So Booker T. Washington Holiday has the potential to create a music industry for us to create a specific music tour and music crowd that we can go and be self-funded. We can fund ourselves, and we can be, even if you're a musician, a poet, a dancer, you'll be paid, for your talent instead of just us donating all our talent throughout our whole life. We'll have a system to where we're getting paid for these talents, and that can be established with Booker T. Washington Holiday, just as much as a platform for authors and us having a platform to sell our books.
Right. No, that's what's up. And you said the good thing right there. You said paid. People love getting paid. And I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, there's a certain caliber that got to rock with Brother Noah. So they just not showing up to get paid and not do no work. Just putting that out there. You dig? Brother Noah, how can the people get in contact with you, sir?
Yes, indeed. So, for anybody interested in keeping a follow-up on my events and information I got coming up, we'll be having a tour coming through between 2020 and 2021. And so you can hit me up on my Instagram, which is Star6ENT, STARSIXENT. My Facebook is Noah Star6 Rucker. And you can also follow me at STARSIXENT.PHOTO at yahoo.com. Y'all can check out all my Facebook pages, Noah's Crystal Crowns, Star Station Entertainment and Photography, Health Economics, and also have Booker T. Washington Holiday, which is called in short Book Day, Booker T. Washington Holiday. And this year coming up, I'll be having his senior great-grandson coming out with the book, Booker T. Washington, The Black Revolution. And so that's something exciting. I feel that us as a people, we start getting back involved in our culture and things that's creating our culture for our pride, you know. And so that's a way to reach out to me and some things to expect from Brother Noah movement. And it's the Black Nation movement.
That's what's up. No, that's peace. That's definitely peace, man. Brother Noah, man, I definitely appreciate you taking time out your schedule to come rock with us. It's been a long time since we didn't seen face to face, and you know, I gotta go back up there to the Southeast Michigan area, and we can go ahead and kick one back one good time. You know, I know a lot has changed since we hadn't seen each other, but you know, at the essence, we still fam bam, and you know that's what make it truly a blessing. And you know, man, dude, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, damn, you came a long way. we both came a long way. Still breathing. You know what I mean? A lot of people that we know ain't even with us. So if they is with us, they need to get on with what you kicking. You know, I'm glad to know that you out there really active in the community, because you know you a fixture. You know, for real, you was a fixture before you became a fixture. You dig? And it's smooth to know that that you in that position right now, man. Anything that you want to leave on the audience before we get up out of here, sir?
Yeah, man, just listening to you share a little your appreciation, and I appreciate that. I do want to give a shout out to a couple people that's been inspirations and seeds to my movement. You know, you mentioned Keena Mills on the call earlier. I most definitely want to give some high praises to her and the community dinner she did. You know, we fed like 45 people over the weekend, Saturday, and I thought that was very outstanding to do. You know, she hit me up one day. It was like, Brother Noah, you know, you doing something in the community. I want to know how I can give back to the community. I have an idea of doing a dinner. Do you know how I can get a location? And I was like, enough said, say less. And hooked her up with a location. And so this is the second year she's doing it, you know, which lets you know, whenever somebody becomes 1 or 2 years old, it's official, you know, it's officially here to reckon with. And so that's big praises to that. I got a graduate up at U of M Hospital, Brother Wayne Lyons. He just put together Empire for the Youth, and I'm mentoring him on putting together his events and building his movement for empowering the youth. And there's a couple other people who I'm mentoring that's college graduates. So it seems like the kind of people that's investing in their time into me as the college graduates. They feel like I have that authentic education for them. So I wanted to give a shout out to all the college students that is out there trying to excel and strive for community greatness. And you might not have it in your community right now, but you can get these ideas to start it in your community, you know, and I want to empower that.
That's what's up, though, brother. No, I appreciate that. And like I said, you're coming back. I'm almost gonna say against your will, but if it's against your will, it won't be as dope as it is this time. So, but no, you coming back though, and I appreciate you and all the listeners out there, man. Plug in and tune in, tap in, link in, whatever end you got to do. Get in tune with my brother Noah, and yeah, it's been a pleasure, sir. This is the young man Nuke. And you've been listening to Fresh Radio, man. We keeping it real with the family, revolution, edutainment, spirituality, health, and hip-hop, all in one show. Man, peace to y'all, and peace to my brother Noah. Peace.
Peace.